What's up, y'all? It's Future Sage. After I already did this video, I just wanted to pop in at the beginning to say that recently I enhanced my audio while I was gone, and I'm getting used to it, but it makes me sound like I have a lisp and it's bothering me. So let me know in the comments if the audio on this video is bothering y'all, and I will fix it for the next video. Or if it's not a problem, I really need y'all's input. All right. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's Sage, of course, your host. And yes, I am back after leaving for like 5 weeks. Listen, I really did not mean to do that. To be honest, I thought there were only going to be like 2 more episodes of Baddies West. I'm like, yeah, I can just throw those 2 episodes together in one review. Let that be it. Then I can take some time before the reunion to do some work on the back end. But I don't know why I didn't realize there would be more episodes. So that messed up my plan. So that was my fault. But it doesn't matter because I'm back now. And currently, as you all are watching this video, I am wrapping up all the editing for the rest of the Baddies West content. There's so much happening with those ladies right now. Y'all know the reunion was last week, so I'm putting a lot into these last 2 videos. In the meantime, I thought it would be fun to do a first impressions type of reaction to Bad Boys Texas. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't really plan to review this series. I'll talk about why later on in the video, but for the most part, I don't think it will fit in with the new direction my channel is going, as well as I will not be keeping up with this show on a weekly basis. This is something I'm probably going to watch like every few weeks or so and like binge watch at a time. But for a first video back in a while, y'all know how it be, I thought this would be a little vibe. So let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, Zeus Network, Lenny Plummer, Natalie Nunn, and Curtis, aka Mr. Natalie Nunn. I'm gonna need my check. Y'all be having me up here wasting 20 minutes of my life dragging out the first part of these episodes. Like, I get we gotta set the tone, but whose job is it to do the setting? Because at this point, I'm about to send an invoice on PayPal. Woo, Edward. Why is his social media handle The Orlando Brown Show still on? I didn't know it went off because from what I've heard, you've been wilding since conceivement. So I guess Orlando Brown is like the shock factor of this season, like delivered the return to Cinder was supposed to be last season. I don't even know what to expect from this because I knew that he had like a personality on him. I didn't know how deep that personality ran through his veins at the moment, and I'm not really up to date on his shenanigans. So all this is going to be new to me. I guess he is entertaining, but this whole get out of jail, blow up in 2 minutes, house arrest assignment. Me personally, I wasn't that interested in that long of a scene when it comes to Orlando Brown, but I guess they had to do what they had to do. Next, so what are they filming this show for? A network called The Zeus? Or are we filming in the sky? Wait, do you really have to eat noodles out the toilet when you go to jail? I mean, I've never been to jail before, but I would think that, they don't give you no water. Well, anyways, next, look me in my eyes, bro. Look me in my eyes, bro. So after all the bad boy voiceover savage chronicles, this is my life story, we basically got Natalie Nunn meeting up with the cast outside at night, and everybody has a chance to tell us who they are. Everybody has a vehicle or some sort. Either they brought it or Zeus brought it, I don't know. But of course, Jonathan brought his friend mobile. Now y'all know me, I did not watch the auditions, so the non-reality TV star or non-celebrity guys, whatever, the guys that came from the auditions, I don't know these people. I don't know what I'm getting myself into with them. So this will be my true first impressions. In all honesty, this is way too many people. So other than Orlando, we got Raz B from B2K. We know the other 3 members were on Love and Hip Hop, so I'm not surprised by him being on this show. I'm just wondering if he was brought on the show due to, the trauma. The trauma. Then we got Carry On, who has returned for season 2. Was he calling himself the Texas Wood last season? Because I don't remember him having a nickname other than Kirk Franklin's son. But I'm surprised he addressed a rumor about driving a dead woman's car. He was in jail for a little while, but he said all that was capped, so I guess we gonna stick to his story. Anthony Uncensored has also returned. And I'm not gonna lie, I loved Anthony last season. Don't ask me why I liked him though, because I really don't know. I don't remember. It feels like the first season was about 5 years ago. Next we have Mo City JB from the auditions. I'm not gonna lie, is he a little nicely put? Prince from Love and Hip Hop. I like Prince. He a little tough in an unsuspecting way. Now this one right here, he gonna be the one. I feel like he is going to have me rolling out my seat. I'm excited for Big Banger. I just hope he don't get beat up. Next, we got somebody named Chef D. Child, he already done got on my nerves bad, but we gonna talk about that in a minute. My, the shade has begun to emerge from the shadows. Big Lou, or just Lou, another one from the auditions, another one who has gotten on my nerves. Next to the last, but never close to the least, we have Relly B. Darrell, my season 1 fave. I love him down. He's so funny and sweet and a little crazy. And I'm so happy for him because he has really made it somewhere from the money residing down to what a Honda cars be. And now he's on season 2 of Bad Boys. He trademarked his slogan as he should have. And he's booked and busy on the regular. And I love that for him. I know he gonna get on my nerves though, but it's all good. Now we know they were gonna stay the right way for last. The thing about Jonathan's presence is that I think it will make some of the other cast members feel like they have to be a little more, do a little more than they would if he was not there. He just has that type of energy around him that commands more. But when it comes to the people who can't meet that energy, sometimes it brings about a lot of theatrics. So we will see how that impact unfolds this season. Off rip, can't even end this episode off with nothing. Apparently, Jonathan has an issue with Anthony because Rio from last season showed up at Anthony's club and they took a picture together. So Jonathan feels like Anthony is linking up with the op, and I guess he felt like, well, it's on site. But I have a real question, like really, for real. How much of a op is Rio? If y'all didn't know, I did a 45-minute breakdown on what really happened last season between Rio, Milan, and Jonathan. And based off the things Rio said, it seems like he was blindly led by Milan into the trap of Jonathan. Jonathan really whooped this man ass. And I mean, whooped this man ass. Got slid across the floor like a bowling ball, slid across the floor from LA to Miami like it's Slip Inside Records, slid across the floor like all the cousins at grandma's house in July of 2005, got his throwback Rihanna red dread weave snatched. Baby, it was a hoedown showdown at the Bad Boys LA house while allegedly, Milan was out swinging his little legs over by the bushes, watching his friend get tossed around the pot like oodles or noodles. But in the end, they never really had a problem with each other. It was Milan the whole time. So it's like, is it really like that, Jonathan? Like, you consider him an op for real? Because in my mind, just because me and someone had an issue before doesn't mean they're an op. But of course, I mean, there are things that happen that we don't see, and I haven't been keeping up with all the social media antics and the off-screen shenanigans, so maybe he is an op, but I was just like, dang, he can't welcome the man into his club just on a professional vibe? I mean, I get it, but you done pop this man glasses off, and I mean, pop, boom, like frames on the floor. After Jonathan and Pop Anthony, Chef D decides to join in on the action because he says that he and Anthony also have some type of beef going back and forth online, or maybe it also was in person or something. I didn't really catch that. Sir, what was the actual reason? Like, why do you feel the need to exacerbate the natural disaster that is Jonathan Wright? After that first hit, Anthony was through. Like, you couldn't square up one-on-one the next day after he's healed? Because that was a catastrophe. This is why Chef D has gotten on my nerves already, because I can't stand a jumping Jamie. Jonathan is aggravated and hops in his friend van trying to run folks over. But you know, the baby was just a little hot. That's all that really was. I feel bad for Anthony, you know. Cool dude, you know. One time I ate a hot dog and it was too hot straight off the grill. Burnt my tongue a little bit, so I feel his pain. Chef D talking his mess, talking about Anthony gonna stay where he at. He not coming with them. He not coming with the rest of the cast. He not leaving Texas. Baby, you not leaving Texas either. After this, y'all going to Austin, Texas. Now, Relly is cool with Anthony, even though they still have a few small issues between each other. If y'all didn't know, the whole Bad Boys crew fell out real bad after last season, so there is still a little bit of a mess left over. With Rail and Anthony, maybe it's not a real beef, like no steak, more like a small shrimp skewer. So of course, Rail calls out the guy Chef D, and then Lou, so many people, Lou somehow is offended. Lou decides that this is his moment to shine. He decides this is his moment to introduce himself. I guess, and this is how he chooses to do so. He really didn't have nothing to do with nothing, but all of a sudden he just mad. Really, the whole time he's so cool because he's just letting Lou talk. Like, Lou is just popping off, but Real is kind of walking away. He not really worried about it. And it was both Lou and the Chef D guy. And I'm surprised because we know how Real handled himself last season. So, you know, he's just cool up until he's not. The dude, Lou, just kept on keeping on, and baby Real, he not gonna let it go that many times. I don't know if y'all caught it, but Lou tried to twist it and say that Real was talking about Jonathan when the whole time Real was talking about Chef D, which I thought that was kind of weird because you know they friends and you know they been friends. So even with that common knowledge, you know Real is not talking about Jonathan. Lou, I don't know what you thought was gonna happen, babe, but I don't know what you thought was gonna go to hell, but you got what you got. You got what you deserve. So all in all, that was episode 1. It does look promising this season, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there are some real issues between people. It don't seem like anything is really fake or inflated. None of that Milan BS. I like that Zeus allowed the cast to explain what happened off screen that led up to this and also showed pictures. I feel like this season has some real deal steppers on it. So that's great. But as I said, that leaves for people who may not have a name for themselves just yet to do the most. Lou could have easily minded his business like the other people who were not involved, but in the end, he wanted to keep on keeping on, and it seems like he got beat up. But from the previews, he actually seems like he might be pretty cool later on in the season. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of these guys like Big Banger, Prince, Jonathan, Relly, and the guy with the silk press. Orlando, I did look up some things about him while doing this review, and I may have to talk about all that in another video because he had a lot going on. So as I said, I will not be doing the weekly reviews of this show because, yeah, I'm not going to be able to really keep up with it. I have a lot of things that I'm working on for this channel. As I've told some of you guys in the community post that I posted, this is just about the end of the Golden Baby era, and I'm not going to go too far into detail on what I mean because I will have a separate video on that. So I got to work on that, and I don't want to promise y'all too much and not be able to follow through. But I don't know, maybe I will, you know, just be in the mood one day and randomly want to, you know, talk about it. Maybe I'll do a live stream. Maybe I'll do like a little roundup like how I did with Milan, Jonathan, and Rio. Who knows? But don't hold me to it. And for today, y'all, for this video, that's it. And I will see y'all in the next one. Ooh, y'all, that really does make me sound like I have a lisp. Like, I just had to jump on there and put something at the beginning of the video because y'all not gonna play me. Ain't nobody finna come on my channel for the first time and be like, oh, Shawty got a lisp. Shawty got a lisp. No, not this Shawty. She ain't got them problems, okay? No offense to anyone who does, but I don't have that going on here. So, dang, like, I just wanted some enhanced audio. I don't know, y'all. I guess I'm gonna have to keep searching for other ways to enhance my audio. So let me get up off of here. Bye.